And just like that, with the magic of technology, we are now on to the next day of what happened on Raw.
Well, this is episode 2 for the Patreon listeners and viewers.
Yes, and for the Freebirds, all you missed was our review of Royal Rumble. Nothing to
That's
say
all.
here, right? That's all you missed. So if you want, go to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia, which some of you already have because we said this on Twitter or X, whatever. But lowest $5, you can get our Royal Rumble review that is up there.
Shout out to Chris. I don't know if it's Gutierrez or Gutierrez.
Oh, Gutierrez.
Welcome to the family.
Oh, I like it, Fausti. Okay, now let me see what happened on Raw, Faust, because I have to go back into the notes I have and find out what had happened. Oh God, it was sad because of how this thing started, Faust. I wasn't
Raw from Tampa. They call it the city on the bay, not to be confused with the city by the bay, which is San Francisco.
That is odd that they say, because I always think when people say the Bay Area, do the people get confused? Because you would think it would be Tampa Bay because it's in the name.
Yeah.
I don't think San Francisco Bay. But okay.
We see Jay, the Imperium, Damage Control arrive, and Bailey wearing a nice 49ers jacket, old school.
Very old
logo.
Line, babe.
Yeah.
I was like, all I wrote, people arriving in Faust Pop. Jerking off to the Niners slowly. New commentator team, Faust. New but old. Pat and Cole. Pat McAfee is showing up. And I said, Faust, this is how bad. I don't know if it's, I think it's more of me not being jerking off to wrestling as much as back in the day. Because I couldn't have told you who the fuck else was on fucking Raw until I heard someone say something. And I was like, oh yeah.
You forgot about Wade Barrett.
Yeah, I had some bad news for Wade. He's off Raw.
Yeah, when McAfee came out, it didn't even dawn on me till it was just him and Cole. I'm like, where's Wade? And they said, no, going forward, this is the Raw announce team. And so the rumor and innuendo is Barrett's going to SmackDown and Corey's going to do play-by-play.
Really? Yeah. Corey? See, I thought the same. First thing I thought was, all right, he'll go to SmackDown. Then I go, oh, Corey's on SmackDown. There's nobody doing play-by-play. Yeah. Faust. I wonder if he's had, like, I'm sure they've had him go, here's a blank tape. Now do fucking this, and see. But God bless you, Corey. If fucking, you know what I was waiting for too on the Rumble? When Cole kept saying, I'm the longest that's been in an announcer. They pushed it a little too much for me, which made me think Corey was getting in.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. But
that would have been good.
When did we? There was rumors a while back that
yes.
Corey was cleared that he could wrestle.
Yeah, and then I could see him say, "Why would I fucking want to?"
Yeah,
unless that's my love of my life. Otherwise,
I just became a dad. I don't need to be getting hurt.
All that shit. Yeah, I'm not getting beat up. Fuck it. That's fine. So yeah, that's what we have going forward with.
I felt like the crowd didn't give a shit as much about McAfee this time either.
No, I just heard. It drives me crazy because we talked about this on the Rumble thing. Hey, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Did you see the asshole that was sitting behind the announce desk?
Yes, with the rainbow hair. Faust, he was doing. Faust, it's not a Vince McMahon mustache. It's a Frank the Clown mustache. He has that first. And you know what else I thought when I heard the stupid opening song for Pat? I'm like, he goes, hey. I go, it's Chelsea. That's what you should do. Hey, Pat.
It's McAfee.
It's McAfee.
At least Frank the Clown has evolved where he doesn't have to wear his stupid wig or his makeup, or he was doing half makeup.
Hair is like the wig now, kind of, because it's all rainbowed out.
Yeah.
It's like a cooler rainbowed out.
But at least he's, to his credit, kind of done his own thing now, right?
Yeah.
I still see Lesnar guy wearing the shirt.
Yep.
And is going to get to a point where he's going to be like, listen, I don't know if I want to be called Lesnar guy anymore. We might not see Lesnar in WWE again.
He's going to be fucking, the shining white knight in the armor here and go, I don't put Brock Lesnar with me.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're going to see him wearing a different shirt and he's going to be like, nah, That time's over.
You got the guy with the white jacket that goes around, right? That white jacket. You have Mets guy too. Always with the Mets.
There's a referee. I always see that one Asian guy that has the weird signs that it's always like video game references.
So all of it's weird. Oh, fuck. You got a Billy on one of these fucking Billy Body Guy. That's what they'll just go, it's Dirty Jesus Guy. That's what they'll say because I wouldn't know who he was. Punk comes to the ring in a sling with a tear in my eye, Faust. He should be at that damn commentary desk. Great fucking promo. Says he's got a friend with cancer. Like, this is no fucking big deal. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I got a friend who has cancer, and like he fucking starts to cry from it.
Yeah.
His buddy with a kid, and he said it's pretty bad. Like, the guy's gonna die, bro. And he's like, I'll be sitting next to him when he's getting chemo treatment while I'm off, and I'm gonna be rehabbing. He goes, this is only a flesh wound.
Nice Mighty Python's reference.
Monty, not Mighty. I don't know who he is. Mania not in the cards for me, but I'm a Cubs fan, and we get to say
there's always next year.
And then music hits, and it's Drew shows up, and he tries to look like he's a good guy, but you see the pink Cadillac coming down Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, because he's doing the somber. Hey, I can relate to you. I've said some bad things about you lately,
and I've never been a spiritual guy, but I prayed for this. Like, oh man, I prayed for this to happen. So he goes, so I'm going to go to Mania and live Punk's dream.
Yeah. He goes, when you eliminated me in the Rumble, I couldn't sleep, but then I found out you were hurt and I slept like a baby.
The next night, fuck it out. Punk goes, I will do rehab when I come back to Main Event Mania, and I will come back to Main Event Mania, but you're first on my fucking list before that. Then they fight. And he gets knocked down and he gets the arm stomped, which the Duchess was watching with me, and she's like, "Oh, is that a good idea to do?" And I'm like, "It's one of those where they probably say can't do any more damage, like the Cody thing. If you have pain, you can't do any more damage to it." And so then Sammy shows up, and Sammy runs out there to assist. He's the monster that is Sami Zayn, run to save somebody.
Yeah, good opening segment. Drew's actually more interesting lately.
I know my thought is, so does Drew get that Seth title eventually? Because I don't know how many months Punk is. Was it a 6 month again?
I think they say like 4 to 6, maybe
4 to 6. Like when we're snipping football.
I think when he tore his other tricep, it was.
I remember. Was it 6 at that point?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, we should backtrack and see when that happened. Was it his other arm that he tore? Really? Jesus Christ. Unfucking real. Yeah, I'm like, does Drew then get that belt at that point? Does he have it?
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, look who shows up, and be like, motherfucker. But there's a lot of shit to go, and if you go time-wise, he wouldn't have it that long, I don't think. Because if you look at it, it's probably going to be Gunther that takes it off of him.
Yeah.
But then again, you got Priest.
True.
Priest has to get this quickly. It's coming up. Isn't it June?
Yeah.
Priest has to cash this fucking thing in. And we have never had one, Faust, to where will be happening one day, and it might happen this fucking year, where they go into Money in the Bank and they're like, there's a clock. And it's like, he has to cash in today or he's fucked. And then it's like throughout the night, a lot of fucking, I got to fucking do this. I got to do this. And, finally has to. But if you look at that, Priest gets it. Are we only going to go through Priest before Punk is back? Or does Gunther get it? And I'm like, it's very quick title runs if that's the case. So, and for Drew to have it, it's at least 2 people down the fucking line.
Yeah.
Don't hock me in China, Faust. Cody is not going after this fucking title.
Right.
I love that there's so much to talk about at the end of this, Faust.
Yeah.
NWO Purple talks in the back. And they need to show people how vicious they are. And I go, I swear to God, I heard this every fucking week.
It's the same thing.
We need to remind people about our dominance. And it's the same every week.
Yeah, the only difference was Rhea said if Bayley challenges her, it's her own funeral.
DIY on the way to the ring talking.
They're doing their walk and talk now.
Walk and talk. And they go, we're DIY, and all this. And
we're
they
down the road from where DIY started. And if you looked on their gear, it had the Cruiserweight Classic logo on their gear.
Oh.